Hello, welcome back to Donna's Delights. Today we're going to be cooking up a pan of some Southern Buttermilk Biscuits, and they are delicious, and I hope you all give them a try. So first off, I'm starting out with 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of baking powder to this. Next, I will be adding a 1/4 teaspoon of some baking soda and a heaping teaspoon of salt. I find adding a little bit more than a teaspoon of salt works for me, and I am going to be using salted butter, so I like more of a salty biscuit, but you can go a little bit less if you'd like. That's just my preference. But anyways, we're going to get this whisked up pretty good here, and then we'll cut our butter and our Crisco in. I like to use, I make all butter biscuits, or I could do the all Crisco biscuits, or if I feel like it, I'll add both, you know. But today I'm going to be adding the Crisco and butter. Okay, we got that mixed up. Here I have 10 tablespoons of butter, real butter, no margarine, and 2 tablespoons of Crisco. So we're going to add that in, and put this over here out of the way. We're going to cut this in here with our pastry cutter. Get this all worked in, and you want to keep mixing and combining this just until you get coarse crumbs here, like cornmeal consistency, somewhat like that. But keep working it in until you get it all mixed in. And we're going to get our buttermilk, our cold buttermilk, over here in a minute. We're going to get that in. And make sure your oven is preheated. We're going to preheat our oven to 425. So, Caitlin, if you would pass me the buttermilk, please. See, we're getting this mixed up to, it's like a course meal. You want to get that mixed in. And I am using it cold. Cold is key. And if you want a soft biscuit, you can use the butter at room temperature. But if you were looking for a flaky biscuit, you want to make sure everything is cold. Cold is key here. So let's get this all mixed up. We're just about there. Now, a lot of times, you know, people here make some homemade biscuits, or they want to give it a try. A lot of people shy away from that because they're like, oh, I made them and they come out like little hard little discs. But a lot of times where people go wrong, they're actually doing it right, and they confuse it by adding more flour as they're working their dough, thinking the dough's too sticky. But the dough needs to be soft and sticky for you to get a fluffy biscuit. So do not over add flour if you think it's too sticky, because sticky is key to a good fluffy biscuit. So I wanted to point that out because there's not too much information out there on a biscuit that, you know, people think, oh, I tried it and it just didn't come out right. Give it a try, and that's why they always say, too, making a biscuit, use a light hand. That's what that means, you know. When I get this out of here, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, let me get this poured in here. I'm using 2 cups of buttermilk. Now this is going to be somewhat, like I said, wet, sticky. I may need a little bit more milk. So if I do, I'll just grab some more right quick. And another thing is, do not overmix this. Don't get mixing happy here. Just be gentle. Be gentle with this. And we'll see where we're at here. It just depends on how dry your flour is. Sometimes, you know, you may need some more milk. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Okay, we're just about there, and I don't think we're going to be needing any more milk. So that's mixed. Now, do you see there what I mean about it's sticky? See there, that's like sticky. See? It's sticking. But what we're going to do is add some flour to this. So now that dough, as you can see, like I said, it's sticky. We're going to we're going to dust our top here with some flour. Now this is why we say don't over add flour here, because you have flour here that you're going to work with. So we're going to pour this out here. Now this is where when they say use a light hand, because if you go in and just start smashing, you know what's going to happen. All this dough is just going to stick to your hand, and first thing you're going to do is do what? Add more flour, right? Well, nope, that's not what you do. And that's where people go wrong. I'm going to slightly dust my hands and a little bit over it, and then just pat it. See there? And then fold it over, and then add more flour. Just don't overwork your dough. Now this, what I'm doing is creating layers for a more flaky biscuit. But see how that's sticky? Now this is where I'm going to add my flour, where I didn't constantly knead it. You definitely don't want to knead your dough. Keep kneading it, because that's where it's going to start to get tough. Now we're just folding. I'll maybe fold 5-6 times. Fold over. Let me get some flour under there, but we got this basically where we want it. Make sure your board is floured well. And pat this out. Or if you have a rolling pin, you could roll it, but well, we'll get this rolled out. I like a thick biscuit. I mean, a lot of people use biscuit cutters. I go the old-fashioned way. I use my good old drinking cup or a tippy cup, sippy cup, whatever works. But these are some good biscuits. You want it maybe 1/2 inch thick, however thick you want your biscuits. But flour your cup. I need that pan. Do not twist. Don't twist the biscuit as you're pressing, because when you do that, you're sealing it, and then you're preventing it from doing its full rise. So don't twist, just press down firmly on it. Okay? These are going to be some thick biscuits, but delicious. So we'll get these cut out and we will be right back. Okay, we're going to get these in the pan. Now, it depends on you what you prefer. If you like a little bit of crunch around your biscuit, separate them. If you like them soft, put them together. Me, I like them either way, so I'm just going to, because these are going to expand. Anybody that makes biscuits, you know they swell up pretty good, but we're going to get these lined up here. And make sure your oven is preheated. You don't want to put these in a cold oven or one that's not preheated. And then we're going to get these brushed with some milk. And I added the buttermilk, and I meant to bring that up in the beginning. I mean, a lot of times people don't just have buttermilk on hand. So I know I don't. The only time I use buttermilk is when I'm making some biscuits. So what you can do is add a tablespoon of vinegar or lemon juice, whatever you have on hand, to each cup of whole milk. So that's how I made my 2 cups of buttermilk, is by adding a tablespoon, or actually 2 tablespoons to the 2 cups of whole milk I had. And that'll make buttermilk. So you don't got to worry about running to the store or, oh, I can't make them because I don't have no buttermilk. Okay, our oven is preheated to 425 Fahrenheit. We're going to bake those until lightly golden brown, and we'll be back with the end results. Okay, we're going to get the biscuits out. I melted some butter. We're gonna brush these babies with some butter. And these are really good with some sausage in the morning on these suckers, or some jam, some preserves. They're really good. I hope you all give them and another thing I wanted to point out is be careful when you add your milk. Like in the beginning, I did add 2 cups because, you know, it's all about the humidity, what's in your flour, or what kind of flour it is that you're using. Depends on how much milk you're going to be using. So, you know, start out with 1.5 cups maybe, and if it feels pretty dry, pretty stiff, you want to add some more, because you do want it sticky. Not real sticky, but anyway, these are the biscuits. They are nice and fluffy. Okay, you can see here how fluffy these are. They are hot, but they're good. Put your piece of sausage on there or whatever. Some jam, like I said, but these are really good. I hope you all give them a try. They are delicious, and if you learned anything from here, please give me a like and subscribe. And until next time, y'all, make you up a batch of these biscuits. If there's anything else you would like to see me make, or, you know, something I could help you with, please comment below. And until next time, God bless, and we will see you all later.